Cool, Freya.
Hiya, welcome back to our channel. As you can see, I'm in the farm office at the moment, and if I'm being quite honest, the farm office is a little bit messy. So we're going to clean it up today. Last year, I decided it would be a great idea to take every single file belonging to the farm, just pull it all out and reorganize everything. So I literally took every single document to do with the farm. That was a lot of documents, a lot of boxes around the place. This is kind of the tail end of it. As you can see over here on the desk, it's not a pretty picture, but we're going to sort it out now. I wouldn't call it a midlife crisis. I would say it's like a paperwork crisis that I had. Why did I do that? I don't know. Anyway, we're going to get stuck in. I really hope you enjoy this video. If you do enjoy this video, please do give it a big thumbs up and hit subscribe. That would help us a lot and it'd be great. Let's get started. So as I was saying before, a lot of the paperwork that's left here on the desk, it was left over from my big office reorganisation crisis. I wanted to make it easier to find particular documents that we were looking for, because what would happen is, so we'd end up holding on to every single piece of farm correspondence that we didn't need. And then you couldn't actually find exactly what you were looking for because there was just too much there. We prioritised the things we wanted to keep. That would be documents relating to when Padraig initially converted the farm to dairy, then anything from the Department of Agriculture, the banks, the vet, the accountants, anything like that. So those were the documents that we actually needed to keep and hold on to, and everything else then we decided we didn't need. We got rid of. So we cleared out, I think we filled 2 black bags. So what I'm doing is I'm just separating out the documents into different piles depending on where they're going to be filed. So some will be filed in ring binders, the filing cabinet or box files. So it'll just be easier when I'm going to file all of these documents away, that I'll just start with the filing cabinet, then I'll move on to the ring binders and the box files. And most of the documents that are here are either invoices that have built up over the calving season that I didn't get around to. They'd be general farm information documents, correspondence from co-ops, you know, and various state agencies, things like that.
Hi!
Why?
Freya, up!
No! No, she's being good lady.
Get up and down now.
No.
It's great.
You're the best. Oh, look!
It'd be so cool if the little television monitor was up on the wall or something there. All that'd be
Cool, Freya.
yeah.
Now that I have the documents sorted into their categories, I'm going to start filing them. So I'll start with the filing cabinet and then I'll move on to the box files and the ring binders. I usually like to sort and file this way because it helps me focus on one area at a time and I'm not switching between the filing cabinet and folders and getting myself overwhelmed and confused. And you also might be wondering why there's a bed in the office. So that's like an emergency calving nap bed, that's what we'll call it. So it's just there in case there's a cow calving in the middle of the night, and if we're really tired and one of us wants to take a nap but we don't want to leave the yard, we want to be able to keep an eye on her. So we haven't had to use it that much, which has been good, but it's there just in case of emergencies. Another thing to note as well is that there's still a lot of paperwork in our business, perhaps a little bit more than there would be with other businesses. And this is partly because the age profile of operators in the agricultural sector in Ireland would tend to be older, so the paper form would still be preferred over the electronic form. Now, a number of co-ops and businesses that we deal with, they have made the move online and they send their invoices and statements by email, and all correspondence would be by email. So that's been great, simply from the point of view of just cutting down on the amount of documents that need to be filed. It's much easier to search for a document in an email than it is to go through a filing cabinet. That was some amount of paperwork. Paperwork is in filing cabinets here behind me, in these folders as well. Some of it is in these box files. This file is for information for this year. So anything to do with the farm and it relates to this year goes in these files. So the type of categories we have then: cows, that's the department, that's our co-op, Glanbia, health, and then some of these within them, there'll be like blood test results, milk results, all that kind of stuff. So that is generally how we sort that stuff. And then moving down here, this is kind of like more general farm information. So things like farm safety, farm maps. These are more general files that go in here. Now, you can see that is not that clean back there. So this is what we're going to tackle next. This sign is from the wedding. Also, another little side note, most of what you see in here is from IKEA. The filing cabinets are probably the only things that aren't, but the desks, the chair, the shelving units, they're all from IKEA. So I'll put the links in the description box down below for anything that we have here. It's done! Up the top there, that's Paul's grass measuring equipment. Then we have ear tags and tag applicators, the charger for the milk cart, Paul's old laptop. I think that's about probably 13 or 14 years old. These are box files, so in the box files I keep just general farm information like insurance policies. We have a box for our board BIA. These are all invoices then, but I can show you what we keep in 2020. How we file things is diesel receipts and any smaller receipts go into this little folder, and then we have these all categorized. Then we have co-ops, repairs in buildings, veterinary, dairy and parlour, motor, minerals, breeding, professional invoices, sundry invoices, and then that's income, so like milk statements and livestock sales, things like that. So that is our invoices folder. So So like you can see those ones are all full up, they're all full of invoices. Here we have the monitor for the weighing scales, the clipboards, Rice Krispie Squares bars. We love them. I genuinely had not had them since like primary school and we discovered them during calving. We have tea bags to last us a lifetime. So that's it, the shelves are done. That is a weight off my shoulders. I'm so glad that this place is cleaned up. Yeah, it'll just be much easier to work in here when I know exactly where things are. So that's it for today. Thanks a million for watching again. I know this one was a little bit different. Hopefully you liked it, and the next one will be back out on the farm. Talk to you soon, bye! Dirty fly anyway. Jenny, I hate flies. And I'm just rambling now. Ramble.
Yeah, when I finish this, I'm gonna see, I don't know whether I'm gonna need the two